Welcome back to Stardew Valley IRL, aka gardening. We're gonna make these calendula flowers into chapstick. So we dehydrate our calendula flowers, we have our carrier oil, which is a vitamin E oil, and then we're going to take these petals and put them in a jar and soak it in that carrier vitamin E oil. There is a variety of different carrier oils you can use. This is just the one that I chose for this. And then after that, you can either let the petals sit and soak for 4 to 8 weeks. However, I'm actually going to do it a little bit faster, and I'm going to cook it on low for 4 to 8 hours. So here is my little Naruto crock pot. I set it in there and I poured in some water so it wasn't just glass on ceramic, and then I let it cook low and slow for 4 to 8 hours, and that was just mostly so I wouldn't lose the lid. So then after 8 hours, I took it out, and then there is our calendula oil. I set it off to the side, and then I went and I got a chapstick kit just like this and some pure beeswax to melt down, and then we're going to mix those two together. So here is our beeswax, here is our chapstick kit, here is our cheesecloth and our oil. So we're going to strain that so that there's no petals or anything left in the oil, so we just have a pure oil. We're going to squeeze all that out of the cheesecloth to make sure we have every last little bit of drop of calendula oil. And there is our calendula oil. And then I needed to cut off a little chunk of this beeswax, which was very hard. If you can get beeswax pearls, I highly recommend it. Cutting beeswax is not easy. But we only just need a little bit. And then we're going to do a double boiler method of melting down the beeswax. And then I wanted the glass jar that it's going to go into to also be warm, so did a boiler for both the calendula oil and the beeswax, even though I didn't need to heat up the other one anymore, but just to keep it glass safe. All the same temp, mix those two together, and then we are going to pour that into our little chapstick tube mold kit. So here we are pouring the mix of the beeswax and the oil into the little chapstick tubes. And there is our little chapstick tubes. Now you just have to sit and let them solidify. I got these little labels, so I'm going to make some little handmade labels for them. Scrape off that excess wax, and then I did try to get it in some other tubes and then pop them out. And then after you pop them out, put the lids on all of them. And then I stuck all of my little labels on, and then there we have it. There is our completed calendula chapstick. It doesn't really smell or taste like anything, and it's a little bit softer than I had hoped, so next time if I do this, I'll be sure to add more beeswax to make it a little bit firmer. But there you have it. There is chapstick made from flowers in my garden.